Welcome home cooking. Today we are preparing okra stew with assorted meats. So these are my ingredients for the okra stew with assorted meats. I have my special ingredient, that's okra. I have my okra here. I have garden egg, which I'm going to chop later. I have my mushroom, my assorted. This is oxtail with some shaki or goat stripes. You can also use wele if you have wele. I have my smoked mackerel here and my smoked turkey thigh. You know, the thigh of the turkey, you can buy it, cut it out and smoke it in your oven. It's very nice when you use it for your light soups and okra stew. I also have my shrimps here, dry shrimps. I'm using fried shrimps with the head off, but you can also use the dry shrimps. I have my chopped onion, and this is tomato plum, which I blend with garlic, ginger, and onion. So, and of course, palm oil. I have my palm oil here, salt to taste, my chili pepper, and onga seasoning, onga shrimp seasoning, and also my vegetable seasoning, stock powder. So I'm going to start with the onion. This is my palm oil. You can use zomi, you can use palm oil. I'll just add enough palm oil to my pot. And then I'll start with my chopped onion. I'll cook the onion through for about 3 to 5 minutes before I add the blend vegetable, which is the tomato, onion, garlic, and ginger. Now my onion is cooked. If you have kobe or momoni, at this stage you can just drop it in. Fry the momoni or the kobe with the onion and with the palm oil before you add your blend vegetables, which is the tomato, garlic, onion, and ginger. If you want your food spicy, you can also add some of the pepper. You can add a bit more pepper with the tomato and the garlic before you blend it. That's if you want it very spicy. So now I've added the tomato. I'm going to cook this well. Cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes because you know African food take time. So I'll cook this until the tomato is cooked through before I'll start adding my meat and the other vegetables. Whilst my tomato stew is cooking, I'll start with my okra. This is the okra which I grated with my grater, or you can also cut it with your knife, or you roughly chop it up in your food processor. So this is my uncooked okra. Remember, it's okra stew, so I don't want it very sticky. So I just add my okra here. Add enough water, just a little water, not too much. And I'll cook the okra. Just cook it for a few minutes, about 5 minutes. With the okra, I'll add about a teaspoonful of my vegetable stock powder, just to give it taste. If you don't have this, you can still use your Maggi tablet, Maggi cooking, Maggi stock cube, or even salt. You can just use your normal salt, just to give it a taste. So whilst the tomato stew is cooking, I'll slightly cook the okra. See, not too much water. Don't add too much water because we are trying to make stew. We are making stew, not soup. So this is the tomato stew. that vegetables I blend with the tomato plum is cooked through. You can see the oil coming out of it, so it's cooked. So I'll now add my assorted meat. You know, I steam my oxtail and the shaki or goat tripe separately because it's tough. It takes time to soak, to be tender. That's why I steam it separately before I add to my stew. So I'll add my turkey tail. The turkey, the thigh of the turkey, that's what I roasted in my oven. So it's a turkey thigh, or you can use turkey wing, any meat of your choice at all. I also have my shrimps here. It's a fresh shrimps. I just take the head off and fry it. Add my turkey thigh. It's a bit hard, so I'll cook it through for 5 minutes before I add my already steamed assorted meat. So now I'm adding my assorted beef, oxtail, goat stripes or shaki together with the stock, you know. Don't throw your stock away. You can cover this or leave it uncovered and leave it to cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. So this is my okra now. Normally when I'm making okra stew, I beat the okra like this so that it becomes very sticky, very slimy. But because I'm making stew, I don't really need the sticky thing or the slimy bit. So I just cook the okra for 5 minutes and I'll set it aside. Once the tomato stew with the meat is ready, I'll just add my okra. Now this is my stew cooking. At this stage, this is my garden egg. I cut it a bit bigger. Normally we cut it very small to go with the okra stew. So if you like, I prefer to see the bits of the garden egg in my food. That's why I cut it a bit bigger. So you can cut it smaller, any size of your choice at all. So I'm not adding the garden egg to cook with the meat. You know, the mushroom take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook, so I'll add the mushroom whilst I'm adding the okra. I just add the garden egg, shrimps, and a little bit of my vegetable stock powder. You can use any seasoning at all that you have in your cupboard. You know, just use any seasoning at all. And I'm adding all this seasoning. I haven't added any salt yet because they all contain salt. Okay, now my assorted meat, everything is tender. Garden egg is cooked well. So I'm coming to add my mushroom here. And then my shrimps. And then my mackerel, my smoked mackerel. I smoke it myself. If you want to know how to smoke the mackerel, you can refer to my previous video. I also showed you how to do your own roast mackerel at home. Oh, this is my mackerel fish. I like the fish head, so I'm adding everything. And also my chili pepper. As I already mentioned, if you want it very spicy, you can blend some of the chili pepper with the tomato, garlic and onion, which I did already. So I'm just going to leave these 2 pepper whole in my food. So now my food is almost cooked. So I'm now going to add my okra, which I've already blanch or cook for 5 minutes. See, it's not too slimy because I'm making stew. So this is my okra. You can also add the okra raw to your stew, but I prefer to cook it slightly. Yeah, so just stir it side by side and turn your heat down because everything is cooked. Just want to mix it in, and then our salted okra stew is ready. You can have this stew with eba, boiled yam, your white rice, a okra or banku. Now our okra stew with assorted meat is ready. See? This is our okra stew with assorted meat, ready to go, with banku, a okra, eba, anything of your choice. Enjoy.